Hello, can you guys hear me? I'm just making sure it's moving. Time elapsed, time ready. Only for supporters. Hi everyone, good morning. Excited for stream number 2. I just want to know that every time we come to the Happy Club, this is where you're going to get encouraged and really unblocked. I think today is going to be a day of really getting unblocked for you. So many times we can feel, just a minute, there we go. Enable it now. Oh, I just need to get my microphone working, turning it on. Maybe I'll just not use special microphones today. Hope you'll still hear me really good. Anyway, yeah, so here we are on stream number 2, and am I ever inspired today to talk to you? This is huge. Yesterday we talked about one word. I hope you remember the word. If you didn't catch stream number 1, just go back. These things are available all the time. But it was the word enter. The word enter into Joyland. And so I was super excited about that. Oh, that's so good. And then today I was preparing for this, and I said it yesterday. I said, it's going to be new every day because every day is fresh. There's new things going on for you that you have never had before. We've never had this day before. That is incredible. We've never had this particular day with this, the people we're going to see, the schedule we're going to have. We've never had this before. This is a new day. And so today I'm particularly excited because when we enter into Joyland, there's things that don't work here, that don't we can't bring in here. And as I was doing this for myself, I had to recognize what I can't bring into this next land. It's like if you're going into a journey and you're going into a new land, there's certain things you just can't bring with you. And I'm talking specifically about certain emotions and fears, because if you try and be in Joyland, but it's like you entered into the Joyland and you see how great and fun it is here, but you also see that maybe I don't belong, maybe I shouldn't be here, maybe I'm not made for fun, maybe my life is too hard to be in Joyland. This is too much for me. There's certain emotions that can come in that block us from really enjoying Joyland. So today it just became so clear to me that there's stuff we can't bring in here to Joyland, and we can get unstuck and get rid of them, so to speak. So I made it all about me this morning. I realized I sat down and I was going to prepare something for you guys. And then I realized, what? Like, that isn't what a club is. I'm not going to prepare. I'm just going to do my own stuff. A lot of you know what I do in my day job, and that's helping people get unstuck. And I have many, many sessions, and usually every day, many days a week, I'm doing sessions with beautiful people who just are ready to get unstuck. And they're my favorite thing in life, helping people get untangled from what feels overwhelming. It brings me so much joy, so much reward in life to do that. But then there's something like this morning, I realized, you guys, that I was super stuck. And I was, I was like, you can help people all day long, and then you got to do the work for yourself. So I thought, well, a lot of you said you want to come on my personal journey. So today's going to be all about, I'm taking you on my personal journey. So I said, well, what feelings am I feeling? And I could feel something, but I didn't know what it was. Remember, you know that thing where you're feeling a bit blocked for life and for your day, but you don't know what it is. And so that's when you can actually just take a minute, if you can, if you have the time, if you can just carve out just those few minutes to get alone within yourself, because many of you woke up smiling today. I got pictures of some of you that wrote notes to yourself. I'm going to wake up and be nice to myself. I'm going to wake up and agree with what God is saying, what heaven on earth is for me. A lot of you did that, and I'm super excited. So now we're going to move forward. This is progression. This is the journey we're on, you guys. And so I said, okay, what is it that I'm feeling? Because I was feeling it last night and this morning, and I realized that I was feeling pressure. to be amazing, pressure to make this happy club a success, pressure because I've been, preparing for a long, long time, and now I've got to be amazing and be really good. And I think that happens to all of us. We set a goal, we have a dream in our hearts for something, and I have had a dream for this happy club for many, many months where I feel like there could be a place where we could just be together and do life together. Just take you along on the journey, not to teach you stuff, but to inspire you, because maybe my journey will inspire you in your journey, and then you inspire others. Like, this is contagious. Our inspiration is contagious, and that's what this was supposed to be, and that's what I dreamed of this being. So and so this morning I went, oh my gosh, it took me a little bit, but I recognized what I was feeling. I was feeling pressure to be something, do something that was too big for me. It was too big for me. I can't, I'm just a girl, I'm just a person. I can't be God. I can't be enough for you. And I start to care so deeply about you, and I care deeply about your journey, and I've just got to give you the exact right thing. And today, this morning, it was like I sat down, I said, oh my gosh, I'm feeling the pressure. I'm in Joyland, but all of a sudden, I wanted a picture, a visual of what I was feeling. So I felt like it was I'm just gonna make sure everything's working here. Microphone. These glasses are so dirty. Microphone is disconnected. I hope you guys can hear me. Somebody text me if you're not hearing me, because I can start this. Oh, Bob says he can hear me. Good. Okay, great. And so in my personal journey this morning, oh yeah, I wanted a picture, because visuals to me are worth a million words. What is this pressure I'm feeling? So I closed my eyes and I saw myself in Joyland, and I love Joyland. But I felt like I was running so fast, striving to get somewhere, like running desperately as fast as I could, striving to get to the finish line. I've got to get this done. I've got this good. And we do this in our relationships, all these things. I don't know what you're striving about. Maybe you're not, but I was striving this morning, and I recognized it. That's the key. I recognized it. And then I got a picture, and I felt myself like, okay, I am in Joyland, but I feel the pressure. And let me see, what would that look like? And I saw a picture of this huge, massive bulldozer that can conquer lands and get places and progress in life. This bulldozer could do anything, but I was in front of the bulldozer, this little person running as fast as I could. But the bulldozer represented my goals, because my dream of my heart to just hang out, you and I, and just do life together way more often, that dream turned into a massive goal. And now it was metal, and it wasn't fun anymore. And I'm like, this isn't even fun, because my goals are so huge. And now it's going to literally sabotage me, because if I'm a little one running in front of this bulldozer and my goals are about to actually flatten me, this is a good day to get some perspective, right? This all happened to me half an hour ago or an hour ago. So I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh my gosh, my dreams turned into a goal. And and there's nothing wrong with goals. That's not what I'm saying here, but I think you're hearing my heart. My my goal was flattening me, and I was striving. So I just went to my phone and Googled, and I said, what does the Bible have to say about striving? And it said Hebrews 4:9 promises, so there remains a Sabbath rest for the people of God. So in response to the realization of your personal weakness, okay, right there, let's just realize our personal weakness. Like, we are not God. We work with God, we create with God, we're amazing with God, but we aren't God. So in my personal weakness, God has called you to cease striving and to end the perpetual frenetic grind, to overcome difficulties too big for you. This is your day. There are difficulties that are too big for you. There are things ahead that are too big for you. There's stuff for me, my dreams of my heart, to realize those dreams. They're too big for me. And that's why we have God. That's why we have Jesus. That's why he's our intimate friend. So once I had this picture and I had this, I went, oh, I've been striving. That's not very fun at all. And so I just closed my eyes and said, what's going to be different? And I remembered, I'm born in 1965, back when there was photographs that were literally black and white. But there's this black and white picture of me through the boxes of photos that my mom and dad have of our family. And it's a picture of me camping. And it's just me. I'm about 2 years old. And I'm just wearing a little pair of shorts, and that's it. Just pretty much free. You know what I mean? Just wearing the bottoms, not the tops. Just sitting there as a 2-year-old, being a toddler, being a little tot. And I'm sitting on a rock camping, and my face says it all. I've got a bottle of Coke. Okay, a bottle of Coke with a red label. I'm sitting on a rock, and I'm going, yeah. Like, life is so good. I'm this little 2-year-old, and I've got a Coke. And all of a sudden I go, I just want to be a girl with a Coke. I don't want to just I don't want to be the one to conquer everything and be perfect and be amazing and conquer all these goals. I just want to be the girl with the Coke. And I think that's a lot of us. I think that we want to love each other, and I just want a sweet and simple life. I don't need to. And yet life comes with pressures that either make us want to be amazing or be perfect or be something that's too big for us, literally. And yet, can we find rest, and can we find relax, and can we, once I see the bulldozer, I can be done with the bulldozer. I'm like, oh, okay, once I see it, now I can get rid of it. That's how it works in our secret place, in our inside work. We don't have to do a bunch of praying about it, or, I mean, you can. I talk to God about it, but I'm like, I'm not interested in that bulldozer, in those goals, literally knocking me flat. I saw myself running ahead, and I was literally just flattened by this bulldozer. I'm like, oh my gosh, something is out of whack in my secret place, and I want to live in the land of joy. And this striving and these goals are not going to work in a happy club. I mean, my gosh, we're supposed to get here, but we're not going to pretend here. This isn't just going to be a fluff fest. We're going to make sure that we deal with anything that's holding us back, any hindrance that's holding us back. And for me today, it was pressure to be something that was too big for me. And so, so that was good. I get to be the girl with the Coke, so I can close my eyes and get that feeling of being a little kid. And I love that it was a Coke, because Cokes aren't even healthy. Like, it's not even right to have a Coke. So I love doing something tangible within my journey. This was like a half-hour journey I had about an hour ago. And so I went to my outside fridge, and I'm just telling you everything. I literally grabbed a Coke Zero. I don't normally have Coke Zeros in the morning, but I'm like, not only am I going to be in my secret place being the girl with the Coke, but I'm going to go get a Coke for breakfast. This is so bad. Cokes aren't even good for dinner. You know what I mean? Or anytime, whatever. That's the point. Like, we live on this earth when sometimes we just want a little bit of comfort and not perfect. Like, I guess I was just being not perfect. I'm like, I'm going to have this Coke just because I'm not perfect. Guess what? I'm just going to drink. I've never had a Coke in the morning. Maybe you're a Coke morning drinker. And I've always thought, whoa, how do people drink Cokes in the morning? Well, I had a Coke this morning, Coke Zero. Even worse, probably. And I liked it. It gave me some energy. It's not about the Coke today. It's about, I want to be relaxed and be okay with not being perfect. I want to let go of the goals that were too big for me humanly to conquer. And I just want to relax. And I want to rest. And I want to trust God, that He's God and I'm not. I can set goals and I can have fun dreaming, but in the end, we get to trust Him. So it reminded me of a story when Where were we? We were in Ecuador. Bob and I have had like, seriously, you guys, Bob and I have traveled the world together, sharing our marriage story and going to these crazy countries where the people that live there take care of us and we get to see how they live. And it's been amazing. We were this little country of Ecuador. And it was just an amazing trip. But there was this this pastor, his name was Jimmy, and he was so fun. Bob and I love going to South America. But anyway, we were with Jim, and he told us a story that I have never forgotten. And I love it when people tell a story that you never forget. And it was a story about a little ant who was in a jungle. And you can imagine how much progress an ant makes as he's getting through the jungle. And he was walking down the path in the jungle, and he suddenly heard behind him, he could feel the thunder of footsteps coming behind him, like bang, bang, like the whole ground was shaking. And this ant was like, what's going on? And behind him, coming closer to him, was this massive elephant. And the elephant noticed him and stopped and said to the little ant, hey, do you want to ride? And the ant said, sure. So the ant climbs up the elephant, gets onto the nape of his neck, kind of settles himself in, and he starts riding on this elephant. And he can't believe how different it is riding on this elephant, the progress, how much distance they're covering, and how they're not scared of anything, and they're just moving forward. Not super fast, but super progressed. So it was relaxed. He was relaxed on this elephant and just loving life, having a Coke. So he's loving life on this elephant. And then they get to this bridge, this rope bridge. And it's like, oh, holy crap, are we going to go? Is this elephant going to make it across this rope bridge? It does not look very stable. But sure enough, the elephant just gets across that bridge, and that whole, maybe it wasn't a rope bridge, sorry, I'm changing the story. It was just a normal bridge, but the whole bridge shook with the weight of this. And they get to the other side. The elephant wasn't freaked out at all. The elephant knew what he was doing. But they moved the bridge. I mean, the bridge was swaying and moving with the weight and the massiveness of this elephant. And after they got to the end of the bridge, the ant says, whoa, he says to the elephant, did you see what we just did to that bridge? The key word being we. Did you see what we just did? And the elephant can just enjoy the bliss of this ant who thinks he actually had a part in moving that bridge. You know what I mean? So this is it. This is the analogy for you and me for today. Life can feel like a jungle, and we're moving this fast because we're just a little ant. And God is, and we have goals that are so far ahead, and we don't know how to get there, or we have expectations on us that we just are too tired and overwhelmed to fulfill, and we get introspective and we get stuck. And so it's like a trap in the jungle. We fall into this hole and we just stay there and go, oh, I can't get out of this hole emotionally. I'm stuck. We go through all this, but I believe that elephant represents God just coming into our space and saying, hey, do you want to take a ride? And today, in Joyland, in this land of joy where we have entered into, I think it'd be super smart for us to say yes. Say yes to the ride. I'm emotional. Sorry, not sorry. I'm going to say yes to the ride because I'm really not interested in doing this. Anything in life. I'm talking about everything in life. I'm not interested in living life with my own human strength, thinking I have to be something. I'm not interested in plodding along and falling into holes and all of that stuff. I would rather take the invitation and take a ride and get on take the ride and drink the Coke. You know what I mean? None of y'all need to worry about me drinking Coke every day, and none of y'all need to feel judgment if you drink Coke every day. That's not about the Coke, but it's about taking the ride and about life being big, and that's okay. So instead of I did an exchange today. Did you know that the kingdom is all about exchanging? And being in the land of joy is all about exchanging. I'm going to exchange this for this. I'm going to exchange my earthly strength for God's heavenly strength. I'm going to exchange my weakness for his powerful abilities because he's smarter than me, he's wiser than me, and he's with me, and he creates with me. Can you imagine? This is you now. I want to say this in your person. He creates with you. He wants to create a day to day that you could actually take a ride today and not rely on yourself to be amazing. He wants to take you on your day to day where the things that are too much and that seem confusing or even complicated, he's saying, can you let me handle this? Can you let me do this with you? Will you let me in? And we're all saying yes today. This is the way. This is like it is stream too, but this is how it actually is living in joy. Is doing the exchange that I was talking about. So today, basically, I have exchanged a bulldozer for an elephant. I've exchanged this bulldozer of goals that was overwhelming me. You've got to do this and this and this, Audrey. And you're feeling it too. In order for you to live this life, you've got to do this and do that and make this money and be this kind of mom and be this kind of father. And you have to conquer all your problems and be amazing. You have to not have problems or, well, you don't have to have problems. Like Bob and I, in the last year, have decided that we don't even believe in problems. There's no such thing as problems. It's just always just a lack of understanding. So whenever a hindrance or a challenge arises, these are more appropriate words, a hindrance, a challenge, an obstacle, we need, when that happens, we understand that we need understanding. We need to understand something. This morning, I woke up and I had all given you guys homework to wake up and be nice to yourself. And I did. I woke up myself and I was nice to myself, but I could feel this tension within me and I couldn't quite recognize it until I got still and I asked. Whenever we start, often we start intensives with couples, and the sentence we ask them to start with is, what are you ready to be done feeling? So I guess that's my question to you. Today, as we really take a ride in Joyland, what are you ready to exchange? Like, what are you ready to be done feeling? For me, it was pressure. I was ready to be done feeling pressure because when I feel pressure, I react by striving, trying too hard. That's my tendency. We're all different. Maybe you're ready to be done feeling overwhelmed. Then exchange it for his confidence. I'm ready to feel confident. I'm ready to feel rest. Like whatever yours is. Maybe you're feeling resentful. Well, if you're done feeling resentful, then you can exchange that for mercy. I'm ready to start feeling merciful. Whatever it is for you, I want this to be very personal for you. But there are some of these feelings that just don't do well, and it doesn't work to keep your joy when we get stuck in these feelings. And feelings are real. Jesus loves to help us in them. He doesn't say, oh my gosh, Audrey, why are you feeling pressure? It doesn't even agree with what you know to be true. And it's like, yeah, but I feel it. That's because I'm a human being. Feelings are what helps us to experience life. Feelings are what it is that makes us not a robot, that we experience life. Your feelings are amazing. Your feelings are worth honoring. And you've got to honor your journey and honor that feeling. I'm going to honor the fact that I felt pressured. It's like, Audrey, you did feel pressured. The truth is you were feeling really pressured. And your goals were they weren't lofty goals. They were noble goals. You wanted to create a space where you could just be with that one and just do life with them. And that's a great dream, Audrey. But you don't have to, now you've built it. Now you can just enjoy it. So so that's my shtick today. That's my thing. That's the thing I'm going through today, and that's my invitation to you is to really take the ride. Accept and receive the invitation. So wherever you are right now, just say, I love joy. I'm interested in joy. And God, I love that your ways are higher than my ways, and your thoughts are bigger and better than my thoughts, higher than my thoughts. And you're just overall way bigger than me. And you're the one that's the conqueror. You are the powerful one. You are the one that moves mountains. You are the one that can answer prayer. You're the one. It's not my faith. I don't have to have more faith. I think I'm just feeling like some of you are just saying you pressured yourself to have more faith. It's like faith is actually resting. Faith is saying yes to the invitation. Go, whoa, I've been pressuring myself to have more faith, but I'd rather just take a ride and let you be God, and I'll be me, and I'll let you love me, and I'll let myself not be perfect, and I'll let myself relax and rest, and that will result in you get to feel loved. I felt really loved this morning. I felt very relieved to get rid of the bulldozer behind me, and then I could stop running. That felt really good. And this doesn't maybe look like joy to other people, but this is joy when I can have the release of tears and go, wow, I get to have a really great day today because I'm at rest. I'm at peace. Great things can happen today. I'm not relying on myself or my strengths. I am truly trusting and relying. And I got an invitation to get rid of a bulldozer and say yes to a ride from a very powerful God that can take me places, take you places. So that's it, my loves, my loves, my loves, my loves. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for being part of my life. My life is better and richer because you are in it. Right? All right. Oh, by the way, quick announcement. We're doing this again tomorrow, and it'll be and then again on Monday. But then after that, I'm only allowed 5 live streams a month on locals until I get up to 50 subscribers that are part of this. So all that to say, as soon as we can get to 50 subscribers, I want to be doing this at least twice a week. And so if you could share this, just send the word audreyclub.com to people or tell your friends about it or whatever. That would be good because I want to get to that mark. We can just hang out more together. So I know it was just sort of a trial right now, but now we can start telling people and yeah, so we can keep doing this journey together. Anyway, feel the love and receive and say yes to that invitation. Bye-bye.